Daniel, why are you staring at that ring again? Ryan's voice snapped me out of my thoughts. I quickly closed the small velvet box and slid it into my jacket pocket. Mind your business. Ryan leaned against the kitchen counter, arms crossed, watching me with that annoying older brother look he always had, even though he was 2 years younger. You've been acting weird all week, he said. Planning something? Maybe. Ryan smirked. Let me guess. Olivia. Who else would it be? He shrugged. I don't know. Maybe someone who doesn't control your entire schedule. I rolled my eyes. She doesn't control anything. Ryan chuckled. Right. That's why you canceled poker night again. I didn't cancel. I rescheduled. You rescheduled for the 5th time. I grabbed a glass of water and took a long sip. You're dramatic. Ryan shook his head slowly. Daniel, I'm just saying. 4 years is a long time. You sure she's the one? Of course she is. You didn't even hesitate. Because I don't need to. Ryan stared at me for a moment before sighing. You trust people too easily. And you trust nobody. That's why I don't get screwed over. I laughed. You've been single for 5 years. Exactly. Peaceful. I was about to respond when the front door opened. Olivia walked in with her usual burst of energy. Daniel. Before I could even say anything, she wrapped her arms around me. Hey, I said, smiling. Ryan raised an eyebrow. Well, perfect timing. Olivia laughed. Ryan, you always look like you're judging someone. I am. She ignored him and turned to me. You won't believe what happened today. What? My college group is planning a reunion trip. Ryan muttered under his breath. Oh. I nudged him with my elbow. A trip? I asked. Yeah. Olivia said excitedly. Just a weekend getaway. Everyone from our old group is going. That sounds fun. It will be. We haven't all been together in years. Ryan leaned forward slightly. Who's going? Olivia started counting on her fingers. Sarah, Emily, Kevin, Marcus. Ryan's expression changed immediately. Marcus Reed? He asked. Olivia blinked. Yeah. What? Ryan glanced at me. Nothing. I frowned. What's that supposed to mean? Ryan shrugged. Just asking. Olivia waved her hand dismissively. Marcus was always the loud one in college. Total party guy. Ryan muttered, that explains a lot. Olivia looked confused. What? Nothing, Ryan said quickly. I laughed awkwardly. Ignore him. He thinks everyone is suspicious. Ryan pointed at me. That's because you think nobody is. Olivia wrapped her arm around my shoulder. Relax, Ryan. It's literally just a reunion trip. How long? I asked. 3 days. 3 days? Friday to Sunday. Ryan smirked again. 3 days of partying. Olivia rolled her eyes. Not everything is a crime scene investigation. Ryan raised his hands. I'm just saying. I stepped in before he could keep going. Where is the trip? A lake house, Olivia said. Marcus's friend owns it. Ryan laughed quietly. What? Olivia asked. Nothing, Ryan said again. I sighed. Ryan, stop being weird. I'm not being weird. You're definitely being weird. Olivia squeezed my hand. Daniel, tell your brother he's overreacting. He is. Ryan shook his head slowly. Fine. I'll shut up. Olivia turned back to me with a bright smile. So, are you okay with it? Of course. You don't mind? Why would I? Ryan whispered, because common sense exists. Ryan, I warned. Olivia laughed. See, Daniel trusts me. Ryan gave me a long look but didn't say anything. Olivia grabbed her phone and started scrolling through messages. Everyone's already planning activities, she said. Boat rides, bonfires, late-night games. That sounds fun, I said. Ryan muttered, yeah, sounds great. Olivia nudged me playfully. You're not jealous, are you? Of course not. Good. She leaned her head against my shoulder. You know I love you, right? She said softly. Yeah, I replied. Ryan quietly walked toward the fridge. I'm going out, he said. Where? I asked. Anywhere that doesn't involve this conversation. Olivia laughed again. Ryan stopped at the door and looked at me one last time. Call me if you need advice, he said. For what? For when things get complicated. I shook my head. You watch too many drama shows. Maybe, Ryan said. Then he left. Olivia turned to me. Your brother is so dramatic. He's protective. Well, you don't need protection from me. I know. She smiled warmly. Promise you won't miss me too much while I'm gone? She teased. I'll survive. Barely. I pulled her closer. When do you leave? Friday morning. That soon? Yeah. She kissed my cheek. 3 days, she said. Then I'm all yours again. I smiled. I'll miss you, I told her. She laughed lightly. Relax, she said. It's only 3 days. At that moment, I believed her completely. I believed every word. I believed the future I had imagined was real. I believed love was simple. And I believed Olivia Hayes would never hurt me. I had no idea those 3 days would destroy everything I believed about love. Text me when you land, I said while standing near the taxi. Olivia smiled and adjusted her bag. Daniel, it's a 2-hour drive, not a flight. So, text me. Olivia laughed. You're acting like I'm leaving for a month. 3 days still count. Olivia stepped closer and kissed my cheek. Relax. I will when Olivia sends a message. Fine, Olivia said. Olivia promises. Ryan leaned against the apartment doorway watching the goodbye. Ryan muttered, Daniel is going to stare at the phone all weekend. I'm not, I said. Ryan raised an eyebrow. Sure. Olivia waved one last time. See you Sunday. Have fun, I said. The taxi drove away. Ryan looked at me. Place bets on how many times Daniel checks the phone tonight? Ryan, shut up. Ryan laughed. Daniel knows I'm right. I walked inside and sat on the couch. 10 minutes later, I checked my phone. Ryan peeked over my shoulder. Already? I'm just checking messages. Sure. My phone buzzed. Olivia, arrived. Road trip music is terrible. I smiled. See. Olivia texted. Ryan shrugged. One message. Still a message. The first day passed slowly. Normally Olivia sent dozens of messages. Random photos, jokes, voice notes. That day I only got 3 texts. Ryan noticed immediately. Ryan said something feels off. Nothing is off, I replied. Ryan leaned on the counter. Daniel, Olivia usually texts every hour. Olivia is busy. Ryan shook his head. People don't suddenly change behavior for no reason. Ryan, stop overthinking. I'm not overthinking. Olivia is at a reunion trip. Ryan crossed his arms. Exactly. What does that mean? Parties. Alcohol. Old friends. So. Ryan sighed. Daniel trusts everyone too easily. I trust Olivia. Ryan didn't respond. That silence annoyed me. Later that night I texted again. How's the lake house? 30 minutes passed. Then an hour. Finally my phone buzzed. Fun. Everyone here. I stared at the short reply. Normally Olivia would send paragraphs. Ryan looked at my phone. That's it? Olivia is busy. Ryan shrugged. Daniel says so. The next day felt worse. I sent a message in the morning. Good morning. Did Olivia sleep well? No response. Ryan noticed my mood immediately. Ryan asked, still quiet? Olivia answered, late last night. What did Olivia say? Just short replies. Ryan frowned. Daniel, something feels weird. Ryan, stop. Ryan raised his hands. Okay. But Ryan added quietly, just don't ignore red flags. The second night I barely heard from Olivia. One message arrived around midnight. Party night. Talk later. That was all. Ryan read it and shook his head. Ryan said, Daniel deserves better communication. It's just a weekend trip. Ryan replied, I hope Daniel is right. Sunday afternoon finally arrived. I stood near the window watching the street. Ryan noticed. Ryan said, Daniel looks like a dog waiting for the owner. Very funny. Ryan smirked. Daniel has been staring outside for 20 minutes. Then a car stopped in front of the building. Olivia stepped out. I walked outside quickly. Hey, I said. Olivia smiled, but the smile felt different. Hi, Olivia said. I pulled Olivia into a hug. Something felt strange. Olivia hugged me back, but the warmth was missing. How was the trip? I asked. Good. Just good? Yeah. I waited for more details. Nothing came. Ryan walked outside. Ryan said, so, reunion trip success? Olivia shrugged. Just parties and catching up. Ryan looked unconvinced. Ryan asked, Marcus there too? Olivia nodded quickly. Everyone was. Ryan stared at Olivia for a second. Then Ryan said, cool. The conversation died awkwardly. Inside the apartment, Olivia dropped the bag on the couch. I sat beside Olivia. Tell me everything, I said. Daniel, it was normal. Normal how? Music, drinks, stories. That's it? Olivia nodded. Daniel expected drama? Olivia joked. I just missed Olivia. I missed Daniel too. But Olivia said it quickly, almost automatically. Over the next few days something slowly changed. Olivia started canceling plans. One evening I said, dinner tonight? Olivia replied, too tired. Another day I suggested a movie. Maybe tomorrow, Olivia said. Ryan noticed again. Ryan whispered, Daniel sees it too, right? Sees what? Olivia acting strange. Ryan, stop. Weeks passed. The tension kept growing. Olivia looked stressed all the time. One night Olivia sat across from me at the kitchen table. The silence felt heavy. Daniel, Olivia said quietly. Yeah. Olivia's hands trembled. Daniel. Olivia needs to tell something. My stomach tightened. What is it? Olivia looked down. For a moment the room felt too quiet. Then Olivia whispered, Olivia is pregnant. Everything inside my head went blank. I stared across the table. Pregnant? I repeated slowly. Olivia nodded. Yes. The word echoed in my mind. Pregnant. I tried to breathe. When did Olivia find out? Yesterday. My heart pounded. 100 thoughts crashed together. Fear. Confusion. I whispered, is the baby mine? Olivia looked up quickly. Of course. But something about the answer felt strange. I leaned back in my chair. Ryan walked into the kitchen at that exact moment. Ryan looked between us. Ryan asked, why does the room feel like a funeral? I swallowed hard. Olivia just said something. Ryan looked at Olivia. What? I forced the words out. Olivia is pregnant. Ryan froze. For a moment nobody spoke. Ryan slowly looked at me. Then Ryan looked back at Olivia. The kitchen became completely silent. And for the first time since the trip, fear quietly entered my heart. Daniel, say something. Olivia's voice sounded nervous, almost fragile. I stared at the kitchen table, trying to organize the chaos inside my head. Daniel? Olivia repeated. I'm thinking, I said quietly. Olivia reached across the table and grabbed my hand. The baby is Daniel's, Olivia said quickly. The timing still makes sense. I swallowed. Are you sure? Yes. How sure? Olivia frowned. Daniel thinks Olivia would lie about something like this? I didn't say that. Daniel is thinking it. I rubbed my forehead. I'm just trying to understand. The baby is Daniel's, Olivia repeated firmly. Ryan walked into the kitchen halfway through the conversation. Ryan looked at us both. Why does this room still feel like bad news? Olivia is pregnant, I said. Ryan blinked once. Okay. Then Ryan asked slowly, and Olivia says the baby is mine. Ryan's eyes narrowed immediately. Ryan leaned against the counter. Says. Olivia crossed her arms. Yes, says. Because Olivia knows. Ryan looked directly at me. When was the last time Daniel and Olivia interrupted quickly. The timing works. Ryan said calmly, let Daniel answer. I hesitated. About a month ago, I said. Ryan nodded slowly. Ryan turned to Olivia. When did Olivia say the doctor estimated the pregnancy? Olivia paused. About 3 weeks. Ryan's expression hardened. Ryan looked back at me. Daniel, that math doesn't feel great. Ryan, I warned. I'm just asking questions. Olivia snapped. Ryan is acting like a detective. Ryan shrugged. Somebody has to. I sighed heavily. Ryan stopped pushing. Ryan stared at me for a moment. Then Ryan said quietly, Daniel needs proof. Olivia scoffed. Proof? Yes, Ryan said firmly. Ryan thinks Olivia is lying? I think the timeline deserves a second look. I rubbed my temples. I don't want this to turn into a fight. Ryan replied, Daniel doesn't want the truth either. That's not fair. Ryan leaned forward. Daniel trusts people too easily. And Ryan trusts nobody. Ryan didn't deny it. Olivia stood up from the table. This conversation is ridiculous. Why? Ryan asked. Because Olivia already told the truth. Ryan folded his arms. Then proof shouldn't be a problem. Olivia looked at me instead. Daniel believes Olivia, right? I hesitated. That hesitation felt louder than any accusation. Olivia noticed. Daniel? Olivia asked softly. I just need time. To think? Olivia asked. Yes. Olivia sighed and walked out of the kitchen. Ryan sat down across from me. Ryan said quietly, Daniel knows something feels off. I don't want to believe Olivia would lie. Ryan shrugged. Then verify. How? Doctor visit. Timeline check. Something. I can't interrogate Olivia. Ryan leaned back. You're not interrogating Olivia. You're protecting yourself. I stared at the empty doorway where Olivia had left. Maybe Ryan is wrong, I said. Maybe, Ryan replied. But if Ryan isn't, Daniel needs to know. Weeks passed after that conversation. Things between Olivia and me felt strained. Olivia acted normal sometimes. Other times Olivia seemed distant. I tried to convince myself everything was fine. Then one night everything shifted again. Ryan convinced me to go out for drinks. Daniel needs fresh air, Ryan insisted. Fine, I said reluctantly. The bar was crowded and loud. Ryan ordered 2 beers. Ryan said, try to relax. I am relaxed. Ryan laughed. Daniel looks like someone waiting for a court verdict. I just need distractions. Then Ryan suddenly froze. Ryan muttered, speak of the devil. Who? I asked. Ryan nodded toward the other side of the bar. Marcus Reed stood there laughing with friends. My stomach tightened. Marcus noticed us a moment later. Marcus walked over confidently. Well, Marcus said with a grin. Daniel Carter. I forced a polite smile. Marcus. Marcus shook my hand. Ryan didn't move. Marcus glanced around. Where's Olivia? At home, I said. Marcus nodded slowly. Olivia looked great at the reunion trip, Marcus added casually. Ryan watched Marcus closely. What was the trip like? I asked. Marcus smirked. Oh, not really. Marcus leaned closer with a mischievous smile. College trips can get unforgettable. The words hit me like ice water. Ryan's eyes narrowed. I looked toward the bar entrance. At that exact moment Olivia walked in. Olivia must have followed my location message earlier. Olivia spotted Marcus immediately. The reaction was instant. Olivia's expression changed. Marcus chuckled softly. Speak of the reunion queen. Olivia walked toward us slowly. Marcus, Olivia said stiffly. Marcus grinned. Good to see Olivia again. Something about the way Marcus spoke felt wrong. Too familiar. Too comfortable. I looked between them. Did something funny happen on the trip? I asked. Marcus raised an eyebrow. Funny? Yeah. Marcus looked at Olivia. Olivia looked nervous. Marcus laughed lightly. Just good memories. Olivia quickly interrupted. Daniel, let's go. Why? I asked. Because Olivia said so. Marcus smirked again. Relax, Marcus said. We're all friends here. Olivia shot Marcus a sharp look. That look said more than words ever could. And in that moment a cold realization crept into my mind. Something was terribly wrong. I couldn't sleep that night. Ryan's words kept repeating inside my head. Daniel needs proof. I sat on the couch staring at my phone. Olivia was asleep in the bedroom, or at least pretending to be. My chest felt heavy. The timeline didn't make sense. I whispered to myself, maybe I'm overthinking. Ryan walked out of the hallway and saw me sitting there. Ryan asked quietly, still awake? Yeah. Ryan sat down across from me and studied my face for a moment. Ryan said, Daniel already knows something feels wrong. I don't want to accuse Olivia without reason. Then don't accuse. What should I do? Verify. How? Ryan leaned forward. Doctor appointment. I can't just ask to see medical records. Ryan shrugged. Daniel doesn't have to. Just listen carefully. I looked down at my hands. Ryan, what if Ryan is right? Ryan sighed. Then Daniel deserves the truth. The next morning Olivia mentioned a doctor visit. Doctor appointment tomorrow, Olivia said casually while pouring coffee. I looked up. For the pregnancy? Yes. I hesitated. Daniel can come if Daniel wants, Olivia added. Ryan glanced at me and whispered, perfect. I nodded slowly. Yeah, I said. I'll come. Olivia smiled slightly. Supportive boyfriend. But something about the smile felt forced. The next afternoon we sat inside the doctor's office waiting room. The place smelled like antiseptic and quiet conversations. Olivia scrolled through the phone while I kept replaying dates in my head. Ryan's math, my memory, the reunion trip. A nurse finally called us inside. Olivia Hayes? Olivia stood. Daniel coming too, Olivia said. The nurse nodded. Inside the office, Dr. Emily Carter greeted us warmly. Congratulations, Dr. Emily Carter said. Olivia smiled politely. Thank you. Dr. Emily Carter opened a tablet. Let's review the basics. I sat quietly beside Olivia. Dr. Emily Carter said calmly, based on the ultrasound and hormone levels, the pregnancy appears to be about 7 weeks. 7 weeks. The number echoed inside my head. Olivia spoke quickly. About 7? Yes, Dr. Emily Carter replied. Dr. Emily Carter continued, give or take a few days depending on implantation timing. My stomach tightened. I tried to stay calm. I asked carefully, 7 weeks means conception around that time? Dr. Emily Carter nodded. Approximately. Dr. Emily Carter tapped the tablet. Usually between 6 and 8 weeks from today. The words hit harder than I expected. I forced my voice to stay steady. Is there a chance the estimate could be wrong? Dr. Emily Carter smiled professionally. There's always a small margin, but early ultrasounds are usually accurate. Olivia squeezed my arm. Daniel worries too much. I nodded slowly. Just curious. Dr. Emily Carter continued explaining vitamins and schedules, but I barely heard the rest. My mind kept calculating. 7 weeks. 7 weeks meant one thing. I hadn't been with Olivia during that time. Not even close. When the appointment finished, we walked out of the clinic quietly. Inside the car, Olivia asked, "Why did Daniel ask those questions?" I was just curious. Curious about what? The timeline. Olivia looked away toward the window. Daniel trusts Olivia, right? Yes, I said slowly, but the word felt hollow. The drive home was silent. That night I sat at the kitchen table again. Olivia walked in after showering. Olivia asked, "Daniel looks serious. I need to ask something." Okay. Olivia sat across from me. My hands felt cold. "Just tell me the truth," I said quietly. Olivia blinked. "The truth about what?" "The baby." Olivia's expression tightened. "What about the baby?" "The timeline doesn't match." Olivia looked down at the table. I continued carefully. Dr. Emily Carter said 7 weeks. So Daniel and Olivia weren't together during that time. Olivia stayed silent. The silence felt loud. "Olivia?" I asked. Olivia avoided my eyes. "Maybe the estimate is wrong." Dr. Emily Carter said early estimates are usually accurate. That doesn't mean perfect. I leaned forward. "Did something happen during the reunion trip?" Olivia shook her head quickly. "No." Then explain the dates. Olivia's fingers trembled slightly. "Daniel is overthinking again. I'm asking a simple question." And Olivia answered. But Olivia didn't explain the math. Olivia's voice rose. "Pregnancies are complicated." "I know." "Then stop interrogating Olivia." "I'm not interrogating." "Yes, Daniel is." I inhaled slowly. "I just want honesty." Olivia stood up suddenly. "This conversation is unfair." "How?" "Because Daniel already decided Olivia is lying." "I didn't say that." "You're thinking it." "Then prove Daniel wrong." Olivia froze. For a moment Olivia looked like someone cornered. Then Olivia grabbed a glass of water. "Daniel needs to calm down. Olivia needs to answer." Olivia stared at the floor. Seconds passed. Then more seconds. "Look at Daniel," I said quietly. Olivia didn't move. "Please." Finally Olivia raised her eyes. But the expression wasn't confident. It was scared. That look sent a chill through my chest. "Did something happen on the trip?" I asked again. Olivia opened her mouth. Then closed it. No words came out. That silence hurt more than any confession. Because in that silence, the truth was already screaming. Ryan said, "Daniel should get out tonight." I leaned back on the couch. "I'm not in the mood." Ryan crossed his arms. "Daniel hasn't left the apartment in 3 days." I'm thinking. Daniel is spiraling. I'm processing. Ryan grabbed my jacket from the chair and tossed it at me. "Party tonight," Ryan said. "Daniel is coming." I hate parties. Daniel needs distraction. I sighed but stood up. "Fine. 1 hour." Ryan grinned. "Good enough." The house was packed when we arrived. Music shook the walls. People laughed loudly over plastic cups. Ryan handed me a drink. "Relax," Ryan said. "I am relaxed." Ryan raised an eyebrow. "Daniel looks like someone attending a funeral." "I'm just tired." Ryan leaned close. "Marcus's crowd usually shows up to these things." My stomach tightened. "I'm not here for Marcus." Ryan shrugged. "Just saying." I took a slow sip of the drink. The noise helped drown my thoughts. For a moment I almost felt normal. Then someone bumped into my shoulder. "Whoa," a voice laughed. "Sorry, man." I turned. Kevin Brooks stood there holding a drink. Kevin squinted at me. "Daniel Carter, right?" "Yeah." Kevin grinned. "Marcus talks about Daniel sometimes." Ryan stepped closer beside me. "What kind of things?" Ryan asked. Kevin shrugged. "Random stuff." Kevin lifted the drink. "Cheers to reunion memories." Ryan's expression sharpened. "What reunion?" Ryan asked casually. Kevin laughed loudly. "Man, Marcus couldn't stop bragging about that college reunion weekend." My chest tightened instantly. I tried to keep my voice calm. "Bragging about what?" Kevin smirked. "You know Marcus." "No," I said slowly. Explain. Kevin took another drink. Just stories, man. Ryan said quietly, what kind of stories? Kevin leaned closer like someone sharing gossip. Marcus said the reunion trip got wild. My heart pounded harder. Kevin continued laughing. Marcus kept saying the trip was unforgettable. Ryan glanced at me. Kevin added carelessly, especially with Olivia Hayes around. The room felt like it tilted. What did Kevin say? I asked slowly. Kevin blinked. Oh, Olivia Hayes. Ryan stepped forward. What about Olivia Hayes? Kevin waved his hand casually. Relax, guys. Just party stories. Explain, Ryan said. Kevin frowned slightly. Marcus said Marcus hooked up with Olivia Hayes during the trip. The words landed like a hammer. Everything went silent inside my head. What? I asked quietly. Kevin's smile faded. Oh, wait. Kevin looked between us. Kevin thought Daniel already knew. Ryan's jaw tightened. Marcus told people that? Kevin nodded nervously. Marcus was drunk and bragging. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Kevin is serious? I asked. Kevin raised both hands. Kevin is just repeating what Marcus said. Ryan spoke slowly. When did Marcus say this? Kevin scratched the back of the neck. Couple weeks ago. Ryan looked at me carefully. You okay? I couldn't answer. Kevin shifted awkwardly. Look, maybe Marcus exaggerated. Ryan snapped. Did Marcus say Olivia Hayes or not? Kevin sighed. Yes. The noise of the party rushed back into my ears. I set the drink down. I need air, I said. Ryan followed me outside. The cold night air hit my face. Ryan asked quietly, Daniel believes Kevin? I don't know. Ryan crossed his arms. Daniel knows the timeline already. I stared at the street. I need to hear it from Olivia. Ryan nodded. Then go home. When I opened the apartment door, Olivia sat on the couch. Olivia looked surprised. Daniel is back early. I dropped my keys on the table. We need to talk. Olivia stiffened. What happened? I stood in front of the couch. Kevin Brooks told me something tonight. Olivia's eyes widened slightly. Kevin? Yes. Olivia looked nervous. What did Kevin say? I swallowed. Kevin said Marcus Reed bragged about hooking up with Olivia during the reunion trip. Olivia's face went pale. Daniel, listen, did it happen? Olivia looked down. Answer me. Tears started forming in Olivia's eyes. Daniel, did it happen? Olivia covered the face with shaking hands. Silence filled the room. Then Olivia whispered, yes. The word crushed something inside my chest. Olivia started crying. It happened once. I stared at Olivia in disbelief. Once? Yes, Olivia sobbed. It was a mistake. A mistake. I repeated. I was drunk. That doesn't change anything. Olivia wiped tears. Daniel, it meant nothing. It meant everything. Olivia reached toward me. Daniel, please listen. I stepped back. Don't. Olivia's voice broke. I didn't want to hurt Daniel. Then why lie? I was scared. Scared of what? That Daniel would leave. I laughed bitterly. So Olivia decided to trap me instead? No. You told me the baby was mine. Olivia shook the head desperately. I thought maybe it could be. You knew the timeline. I panicked. I felt my hands shaking. The baby is Marcus Reed's, isn't it? Olivia cried harder. Yes. The word echoed painfully. Everything suddenly made sense. Marcus's smirk. The strange silence. The doctor's timeline. Ryan's warnings. All of it. I whispered slowly. Olivia planned to let Daniel raise another man's child. Olivia sobbed. I didn't know what else to do. I stared at Olivia. 4 years together. 4 years of trust. Destroyed by one decision. I said quietly, once was enough. Olivia whispered through tears, Daniel, please don't leave. But something inside me had already broken. And I knew the truth now. The woman I loved had betrayed me. And nothing would ever be the same again. Daniel, please don't leave. Olivia's voice shook behind me. I stood near the apartment door holding my jacket. Daniel, please talk. We already talked. That wasn't a conversation. It was the truth. Olivia wiped tears from her face. It was a mistake. I turned slowly. A mistake. Yes. You slept with Marcus Reed. I told Daniel it happened once. That doesn't make it better. Olivia stepped closer. I was drunk. I wasn't thinking. I laughed bitterly. Drunk people still make choices. I regret it. Regret doesn't erase it. Olivia grabbed my arm. Daniel, please stay. I gently pulled away. Don't. Daniel, we can fix this. How? We'll raise the baby together. I stared at Olivia in disbelief. Raise the baby? Yes. The baby that belongs to Marcus? Olivia cried harder. It doesn't have to matter. It matters to me. Daniel loves Olivia. I loved Olivia. The room went silent. Olivia whispered, loved? Yes. Olivia's voice trembled. Daniel is giving up? I'm accepting reality. Olivia stepped forward again. Daniel promised forever. That promise was built on trust. And Olivia broke it. Olivia covered her face. I'm sorry. I know. Then why can't Daniel forgive? Because forgiveness doesn't erase betrayal. Olivia dropped into the couch. Daniel is abandoning Olivia. No, then what is this? This is consequences. Olivia cried quietly. Daniel was the only person who cared. That should have mattered before. Olivia looked up. Marcus doesn't care. I'm not surprised. Olivia's voice shook. Marcus stopped answering messages. Of course Marcus did. Olivia sniffed. Marcus said the baby isn't Marcus's responsibility. That sounds exactly like Marcus. I thought Marcus would help. You chose Marcus over me. It wasn't like that. Then explain. I was drunk and lonely. Daniel was at home. I know. And Olivia still chose Marcus. Olivia whispered, I hate myself for it. That doesn't fix anything. Olivia wiped her face again. Daniel is the only good thing in Olivia's life. You should have protected that. Olivia's eyes filled with fear. Daniel can't leave. I already have. You're still here. Not for long. Olivia stood suddenly. Daniel promised to build a life together. I plan to. And now? Now I'm leaving. Olivia shook her head. No, yes. Daniel can't abandon Olivia like this. I'm not responsible for Olivia's choices. Olivia's voice rose. Daniel is punishing Olivia. No, this is punishment. This is self-respect. Olivia looked stunned. Daniel never talked like this before. Daniel never imagined this before. The silence stretched between us. Then Olivia whispered, Marcus ruined everything. I shook my head. Marcus didn't ruin it. Then who did? Olivia did. Olivia's shoulders collapsed. I wish I could go back. So do I. Olivia walked toward the window. Marcus isn't answering calls. I believe that. Marcus said Marcus doesn't want drama. I laughed quietly. Marcus caused the drama. I thought Marcus cared. You thought wrong. Olivia turned back toward me. Daniel was the only person who cared. And Olivia threw that away. Olivia walked closer again. Daniel, please stay tonight. No, just one night. No, I'm scared. I was scared too. When? When Olivia told me the baby was mine. Olivia looked down. I panicked. And lied. Yes. That lie destroyed everything. Olivia whispered, Daniel deserves better. Yes. Then why does Daniel look so hurt? Because I loved Olivia. Olivia's tears returned. Daniel still loves Olivia. Love isn't enough. Olivia stared at the floor. What will Olivia do? That's Olivia's decision. I don't want to face this alone. You made the choice alone. Olivia hugged herself. I thought Daniel would forgive. You didn't give Daniel a chance to choose. I was afraid. And that fear created this. Olivia slowly sat back down. The room felt heavy. Ryan told Daniel to leave, Olivia said quietly. Yes. Ryan never liked Olivia. Ryan saw warning signs. Olivia sighed. Ryan was right. Yes. Olivia looked up at me again. Daniel really means goodbye? Yes. Olivia whispered, Daniel was my future. And Olivia destroyed it. Olivia cried silently. I picked up my jacket again. Olivia asked softly, where will Daniel go? Ryan's place. For how long? I don't know. Olivia wiped her eyes one last time. Daniel deserved honesty. Yes. I wish Olivia had been brave enough to tell the truth earlier. So do I. I opened the door. Behind me Olivia whispered, Daniel was the only person who truly loved Olivia. I paused for a moment. Then I said quietly, that's why this hurts so much. And with that I walked out of the apartment. The door closed behind me. For the first time in 4 years, Olivia Hayes was no longer part of my life. Daniel looks better today. I glanced up from my desk. Sophia Bennett stood beside the office coffee machine holding 2 cups. Better compared to what? I asked. Compared to the first week Daniel started working again. I smiled slightly. That bad? Sophia handed me a cup. Daniel barely spoke for days. I was adjusting. Sophia sat across from me in the break room. Adjusting is a polite word. Painful is the honest word. Sophia nodded slowly. Daniel doesn't have to pretend with Sophia. I'm not pretending. Daniel still thinks about Olivia Hayes. I sighed. Less than before. Progress. I took a sip of coffee. You know what helped the most? I said. What? Talking. Sophia smiled softly. Good. For a while I thought keeping everything inside was easier. It never is. You're right. Sophia leaned back in the chair. So how does Daniel feel now? Stronger. Angry? Not really. Sad. Sometimes. Do you miss Olivia Hayes? I thought carefully before answering. I miss who Olivia Hayes used to be. Sophia nodded slowly. That's honest. I looked out the office window. Ryan says I'm healing. Ryan Carter sounds wise. Ryan Carter is blunt. Sometimes blunt people see the truth first. I wish I had listened earlier. Sophia smiled. Daniel learned. Through pain. Pain teaches fast. I chuckled quietly. Daniel should write that on a motivational poster. Sophia laughed. Maybe. The conversation felt easy. For the first time in months my chest felt lighter. Later that afternoon Ryan called me. Ryan said, Daniel won't believe what Ryan heard today. What? News about Olivia Hayes. My stomach tightened slightly. What happened? Ryan exhaled slowly. Marcus Reed disappeared. What do you mean? Marcus Reed blocked Olivia Hayes everywhere. That doesn't surprise me. Marcus Reed also told mutual friends Marcus Reed wants nothing to do with the baby. I leaned back in my chair. That sounds exactly like Marcus Reed. Ryan continued. Apparently Olivia Hayes tried to reach Marcus Reed's family. And? They shut the door on Olivia Hayes. Silence hung between us. Ryan asked, Daniel feels bad? I feel nothing. Really? Mostly relief. Ryan chuckled quietly. Ryan predicted this months ago. I remember. Marcus Reed never planned to take responsibility. Olivia Hayes believed otherwise. Bad gamble. After the call ended, Sophia noticed my expression. Everything okay? Just updates from the past. Sophia tilted her head. Olivia Hayes? Yes. What happened? Marcus Reed ran away from responsibility. Sophia frowned slightly. That must be hard for Olivia Hayes. It probably is. Sophia studied my face carefully. Daniel feels guilty? No, not even a little? I warned Olivia Hayes. Sophia nodded. True. A few days later Ryan called again. Ryan said, more news. Good or bad? Depends on perspective. What happened? Olivia Hayes had dinner with Olivia Hayes's mother. That sounds normal. Not according to the story. What story? Mrs. Hayes yelled at Olivia Hayes in a restaurant. I raised an eyebrow. Seriously? Very seriously. What did Mrs. Hayes say? Ryan laughed quietly. Mrs. Hayes said Olivia Hayes threw away the best thing Olivia Hayes ever had. That sounds harsh. Ryan replied, apparently Mrs. Hayes said something else too. What? Ryan repeated slowly. Mrs. Hayes told Olivia Hayes, you threw away the one man who loved you. I stayed silent. Ryan asked softly, Daniel okay? I'm fine. Ryan expected Daniel to sound happier. I'm not celebrating someone else's pain. That's fair. Ryan paused. But karma is working. Yes, I admitted. Later that evening Sophia and I stayed late at the office finishing a project. Sophia noticed my quiet mood again. Ryan called again? Yes. More Olivia Hayes news? Yes. Sophia waited patiently. What happened this time? Olivia Hayes's own mother confronted Olivia Hayes. Sophia leaned forward slightly. That must have hurt. Probably. Sophia asked carefully, Daniel ever thinks about calling Olivia Hayes? No, not even once? I already said everything. Sophia nodded. Closure matters. Yes. I leaned back in my chair. Something strange happened today. What? For the first time in months. I didn't feel angry when I heard Olivia Hayes's name. Sophia smiled gently. That's healing. Maybe. Or maybe Daniel finally understands something. What? Sophia spoke quietly. Karma doesn't need help to do its job. I stared at the desk for a moment. Sophia was right. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need confrontation. Life had already started balancing the scales. And watching from a distance, I realized something important. The best revenge wasn't anger. The best revenge was moving forward. And finally, I was doing exactly that. Daniel is smiling again. I looked up from the dinner table and laughed. Sophia Bennett keeps saying that like it's surprising. Sophia raised an eyebrow. A year ago Daniel Carter barely smiled. That was a rough year. Ryan leaned back in the chair. Understatement. I shrugged. Fair. Sophia nudged my arm lightly. But Daniel Carter survived. Thanks to good friends. Ryan grinned. Ryan Carter takes full credit. Sophia rolled her eyes. Sophia Bennett deserves some credit too. You definitely do, I said. Ryan pointed between us. Ryan Carter noticed something. What? Sophia asked. Daniel Carter laughs more around Sophia Bennett. I shook my head. Ryan Carter is imagining things. Ryan smirked. Ryan Carter rarely imagines. Sophia smiled softly but changed the subject. So Daniel Carter, big plans tonight? Just walking around downtown? Ryan stood up and grabbed the jacket. Ryan Carter has plans elsewhere. Sophia laughed. Ryan Carter always disappears dramatically. Ryan pointed at me. Text Ryan Carter if anything interesting happens. Nothing interesting ever happens to me. Ryan winked. Life likes surprises. After Ryan left, Sophia and I stepped outside the restaurant. The night air felt cool and peaceful. Sophia said, Daniel Carter seems lighter lately. I feel lighter. Good. We walked slowly along the street. A year ago the same streets felt heavy with memories. Now they just felt like streets. Sophia glanced sideways at me. Daniel Carter ever thinks about the past? Sometimes. Does it still hurt? Not like before. Sophia nodded. That means healing worked. I smiled slightly. Talking with Sophia Bennett helped. Listening was easy. Not everyone listens the way Sophia Bennett does. Sophia shrugged modestly. Daniel Carter did the real work. We stopped near a small cafe on the corner. Soft lights glowed through the windows. Sophia asked, Coffee? Always. We stepped inside. While waiting for our drinks, I noticed someone standing near the door. For a second my mind refused to process the face. Then reality hit. Olivia Hayes. Olivia looked thinner, tired, older somehow. Olivia saw me too. Our eyes met. Sophia whispered, Daniel Carter knows Olivia Hayes? Yes. Sophia read my expression quickly. Ex-girlfriend. Yes. Sophia touched my arm gently. Sophia Bennett will grab the coffee. You don't have to leave. I'll give Daniel Carter space. Sophia stepped toward the counter. Olivia walked slowly toward me. For a moment neither of us spoke. Finally Olivia said quietly, Hello, Daniel. Hello, Olivia. Olivia looked nervous. Daniel looks different. Time changes people. Olivia nodded slowly. Yes. Silence filled the space between us. Then Olivia whispered, I'm sorry. The words felt familiar but they didn't hit the same way anymore. I studied Olivia carefully. What happened to Marcus Reed? I asked. Olivia gave a tired laugh. Marcus Reed disappeared long ago. I heard. Olivia looked down. Everything fell apart. I'm sorry to hear that. Olivia looked surprised. Daniel isn't angry? I was. And now? Now I'm just done. Olivia's eyes filled slightly. I ruined everything. Yes. I wish I could go back. I used to wish that too. Olivia looked up slowly. But the past already happened. Olivia nodded. I think about that night every day. That's something Olivia Hayes has to live with. I know. Olivia hesitated. Are Daniel Carter and Sophia Bennett together? I glanced toward the counter where Sophia waited patiently. We're close. Olivia smiled sadly. Sophia Bennett seems kind. She is. Olivia took a deep breath. I'm glad Daniel Carter found happiness again. Happiness isn't perfect. But it's real? Yes. Olivia wiped her eyes. Daniel Carter deserved honesty from the beginning. Yes. I'm sorry Daniel Carter had to learn the truth that way. I survived. Olivia nodded slowly. I heard Daniel Carter is doing well. I'm doing better. That's good. For a moment we simply stood there, two people who once shared everything, now strangers. Olivia finally spoke again. I still think about Daniel Carter sometimes. I believe that. I regret everything. I know. Olivia whispered softly. Daniel Carter hates Olivia Hayes. No, Olivia looked surprised. No. I don't hate Olivia Hayes. Then what? I moved on. Olivia swallowed. That's worse. Maybe. Olivia's voice trembled. Daniel Carter was the best thing in my life. You had that chance. And I lost it. Yes. Olivia wiped another tear. Daniel Carter deserves peace. I'm working on it. Olivia nodded. I hope life treats Daniel Carter well. Thank you. Olivia stepped back toward the door. Then Olivia paused. Daniel Carter? Yes. I truly am sorry. I looked at Olivia one last time. For a moment I remembered the man I used to be, the man who believed love could fix anything. But that man was gone. I hope Olivia Hayes finds peace, I said calmly. Olivia nodded slowly. Then Olivia left the cafe. Sophia returned with the coffee cups. Sophia asked gently, everything okay? Yes. How does Daniel Carter feel? I thought about the question carefully. Free. Sophia smiled. That sounds good. It is. We walked back outside into the quiet night. Not angry. Not broken. Just moving forward. And for the first time in years I realized something simple. My life finally belonged to me again.